Hello mga Jacko Natics and mga ka-Engoo natin dyan. Welcome back to my channel. This is your Tutor Jacko at your service. Alright. Okay. Now, this is actually the last part of our video series about quarter returns or filing your quarter returns, guys. Alright. So, in our part 1, meron tayong frequently asked questions and discussions. Part 2 is the first quarter return. Part 3 is the second quarter return. So, this time, move forward na tayo sa ating third quarter return. Alright. So, your third quarter return, this is actually your income for July, August, and September. All right, July, August, and September, and the deadline for this quarter is November 15 of the same year. Like for example, this year, your income mo for July, August, and September 2022, yung deadline mo is November 15, 2022. All right. Okay. Now let's go to filing the third quarter return. Again, before filing, guys, always check. All right. If you are using the latest version. So how to check? Just go to bir.gov.ph and then look for the eBIRForms package. So nakikita mo naman sa homepage, ito eBIRForms. So yung latest version is 7.9.2.1. All right. So this time, launch na natin yung ating eBIRForms package. Ayan. Alright, so as you can see on the upper left side, the same version, 7.9.2.1. Alright, so yung version, latest version na nasa website is the same version na naka-install sa aking computer. If in case, in your case, hindi siya same version, so luma yung nagamit ninyo, just click this one, okay? And then when you click this, save this in the same folder. You have saved your previous or yung luma na version para automatically mag-update lang siya. Okay? For new, again, advisable na ilagay mo siya sa separate drive. Okay? Like in my case, I have two partitions, I have two drives, C and D. So sa D ko siya nilalagay kasi whenever magka-problema yung computer, yung C kasi yung pino-format. Alright? So sa eBIRForms kasi, parang it's like nasi-save na yung mga prior years mo na mga returns na final. So, pag nasira yung computer, madidelete din yun kung nasa C. But if in case mayroon kang ibang drive, so you save it to other drive. Alright? Para safe yung file mo. Alright? But to be safer, just make a hard copy. Okay? So, every time you file, you send, mag-print ka rin ng hard copy and then attach the email notification. Or if you have a payment, a proof of payment from GCash or other platform, you also need to print it. Para isahan na lang, attach mo na and then whenever mayroong mga tax mapping and everything, so mayroon ka ng hard copy na may papakita sa mag-audit or magta-tax map sa'yo from the BIR. Alright, now this time, let's go to the form. Again, for training purposes, hindi po ito yung totoong tax identification number ko. I use 00 again for training purposes only. Alright, baka ma-confuse kayo. In here, you have to write your own taxpayer identification number. Okay, since this is not my first time to use this TIN in this form, so once you input your tax identification number, automatically all the details na nandyan na na-save na, it will be reflected. Like your RDO code, your line of business. Again, your line of business, makikita mo yan doon sa COR mo. Okay? And then, taxpayer's name. This is training only. And then, registered address, zip code, telephone number. And then, email address. Importante yung email address, guys. Because dito nare-receive yung mga email notification once you send, okay, your quarter returns or even your other returns or income tax returns. So dito yan napupunta yung notification. Now, list of BIR forms. Again, as always, do not be confused. Meron kasi dalawa dito, 1701Q. Alright, so 1701Q, ito yung luma na form. Ito yung i-click mo, 1701Q version 2018. Ayan. Okay, so makikita ninyo here, ito na yung mga previous quarters na na-save dito. Alright? So after this one, ito, you just need to click fill up. Ganyan. So again, for the year 2022. And then, item number 2, click third quarter. Amended return. If it's amended return, you click yes, and then if it's no, no. Right? So in my case, it's no. Number of sheets attached, wala. So again, item number 5 and number 6 given. Taxpayer filer type. Again, I use professional. And then also alphanumeric tax code is 8% IT rate. And then given naman na yung taxpayer's name. And then registered address. And then the zip code. Yung birthday lang wala. So ilagay mo para happy birthday. Parang paulit-ulit. Ganyan. Alright, the email address. And then of course, you're a Pinoy. A Filipino. Then item number 14, wala tayong tax credit. No, we're not claiming for foreign tax credits. Then item number 16, kung ano yung tinik mo dito, it will automatically be reflected here in item number 16. Alright? Part 2, background information on spouse. Again and again, no, magagamit mo lang ito if you are jointly filing with your spouse. And then part 3, this will be dependent on the items you have entered in page 2. So mamaya na yan. And then part 4, details of payment. Again, if you're paying through a bank or accredited banks, you can use this portion here. Now let's go to page 2. So again, ayan. So we have your schedule 1. Hindi ito for graduated IT rate. Alright? So in my case, kasi 8% tayo, dito tayo sa schedule 2. Ang schedule number 1, ito yung ginagamit nila sa baba. Yung tax table, graduated income tax rates. And then for us, kasi 8% IT rate tayo, dito tayo sa schedule 2. Alright. Now, your sales revenue mo for the months of July, August, and September, yung service revenue mo in your books of account, i-total mo yun and then ilagay mo dito. Alright? So, let's say for example, umabot ka na ng 70,000. Okay? In the third quarter. Ayan. And then, kung mayroon kang non-operating income, lagay mo. Tax income for the quarter sums of 47.48, so that's still 70. Add total income loss previous quarters. So if you can remember in part 2 and part 3, mayroon tayong income na 50,000 for the first quarter and then 60,000 for the second quarter. So that's in total 110,000, right? Ayan. So cumulative tax income or loss as of this quarter, sum of items 40 and 50 is 180,000. Item number 52, this is very important. So allowable reduction from gross sales and other non-operating income, self-employed individuals and or professionally in the amount of 250. So input mo lang yung 250,000 dito. Ayan. Okay. So, ito ang kagandahan ng eBIR forms, guys, kasi hindi mo na kailangan ng calculator. Automatically, the system will compute it for you. So, in this case, kasi nasa 180,000 pa rin tayo, so we were not able to, nag-exceed sa ating exemption at 250. So, the system will not compute a tax due. So, makikita niyo 0 kasi yung taxable income or loss to date is negative 70. Alright? So, ganyan. So, wala tayong tax due for item 54. So, for prior years exist, kasi in our previous year, meron tayong nilagay na 5,000. So, para uniform, ganyan. Tax payments for the previous quarters. Alright? So, ito yung mga tax payments na binayad mo. Okay, na ikaw talaga personally nagbayad. Hindi winidheld ng company, na ikaw talaga yung personal nagbayad. Item number 57, creditable tax withheld for the previous quarters. Alright? So, kung mayroong withheld for the first and second quarter si company, and then you write it here. Alright? Makikita mo naman yan sa 2307. Okay, you can request. Then for the quarter, item number 58, creditable tax withheld per BIR form number 27 for this quarter. Okay, so for this quarter, kung meron, okay, you request for 2307. In my case, kasi wala. Kasi I filed for zero tax. So, tax paid in return previously filed if this is an amended return. Okay, so may mga mali tayo na na-file and then you make an amended return. Foreign tax credits if applicable, wala naman. Other tax credits, payments, wala. Okay. So total tax credits payment sum of it is 5,000. Alright, so tax payable, item number 63, tax payable overpayments. Ayan, so meron tayong negative 5,000. Meaning meron tayong tax refund na 5,000. Alright. So schedule 4, surcharge, interest, compromise, and everything. Okay, so kapag on time ka naman nagpa-file, okay, wala kang mga open cases and everything, so wala kang nilagay dito. Alright? Sa mga penalties and everything. Okay, go back to page 1. So kung makikita ninyo, in part 3, nag-update na siya. So that's negative 5,000. Okay, tax refund na negative 5,000. Itong tax refund, in the annual income tax return, kasi yun yung final return mo. Okay, for the next, for this year. Alright, so mayroon kasing option doon if you will request it for a refund, you will use it tax credits, or you will use it in the next taxable year. Usually ako ginagamit ko in the next taxable year na. Alright, so ganyan guys. Okay, so that's the third quarter. Actually, this is the last quarter na i-file mo kasi yung next i-file mo is your annual income tax na, the final tax return, which is from January to December. Alright. So, this time, you validate. Validation successful. And then you save. Ayan. Okay. So, kapag ka ready na, okay na lahat, you can actually submit. Okay? So, again, kung malayo pa ang deadline, baka meron ka pang mga adjustments and everything. Meron kang hindi pa na-record and then eventually na-found out po na kailangan pala siya for the third quarter. So, November 15 pa naman yung deadline. Okay? So, pwede ka mag-submit like 2 days, 3 days before, 2 or 3 days before the deadline para naman maipasok mo pa yung mga adjustments na kailangan mo ipasok. Okay? So, kasi pag hindi mo pa siya na-submit the final copy, you can still edit. Right? But, pag masubmit mo na siya, final copy, ayun na. Okay? So, hindi mo na siya pwede i-edit. Alright. Hindi ko na siya i-submit, guys. Kasi, when you submit it, you will receive an email notification that, na-receive na ng BIR yung sinubmit mo. Okay? So, ayan. Alright. So, that's for the third quarter, guys. Again, in my previous video about the income tax return, kasi after this, after quarter 3, ang next mo na i-report is the annual income tax. Parang yung final return from January to December. I also made a video, separate video. It's actually 2 parts yung video na yun about income tax return. Alright, so check that video in my previous videos. Okay, in my playlist. Alright, so that's it guys for this video and hope mayroon kayong natutunan. I was able to really help you. Kasi minsan, pag hindi tayo sa tax o sa ganitong filing, parang mahirap para sa iba, especially the terms. So, I hope I was able to help you guys with this video of mine. Okay, so let me show my, ayan, okay. So again, guys, so thank you for watching. And if you are new to this video, just hit that subscribe button, okay? And then also the notification bell so that you will be updated of all my new uploads. And then hit nyo rin yung like, all right? And also if you have some questions, comments, or if you want a suggestion or a shout out, just comment that down below. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Hope to see you again, guys. Bye-bye.